We're going to start with our back on the mat and our feet either on the floor or on a roller, you choose. Now when you're down, we're going to take an inhale and curl your lumbar spine off the mat. Go to about your shoulder blades as long as you have a space underneath your neck, and then lower your spine. We're going to wake up the lumbar spine. Hi guys, and lower. Good, and up. Hi everybody, hello, come on in, and we're waking up the glutes and we're waking up the hamstrings. Hi Catherine, yep, I can see you, awesome. Very good, Polly, I can see you, hello. Is that Betty, Cole, good job. And Michelle, good. Up and down, Karen, I can see you now, good. And then let's do two more as people are coming in. We're waking up the hamstrings and the glutes. And then come up and hold. Now, this is going to be a 10 count. 9, feel both sides equally, feel both hips even. Inhale. And on your exhale, lower your hips down. And we're going to hug our legs into our belly and maybe add a little rock. That's up to you. Add the feet on an imaginary table. Place your hands behind your head and add a rotation. Exhale. So as you rotate, you can press one leg long. 2, there you go, Jean. I see you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if you'd like an add-on, pull your toes back. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7, 8, 9, and then 10. And then rest and hug your legs down. And then take the right leg up in the air and put the left leg down. Now this top leg is going to draw 6 circles. Your shoulder blades are going to stay connected to the mat as you draw these leg circles. 4, as big as you can. 5, and then we're going to take 6 the other way. So a big circle, lubricate that joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the leg that you just worked is in the air, and you can leave it as a hamstring stretch. If you care to add on, take your 2 fingers around the big toe or whatever you can grab, lift up your leg that's closer to the floor, about 6 inches, and lift up your shoulder blades. So this is an optional add-on. If this is not for you, just do that hamstring stretch. Good, Karen, that height looks good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to switch it up. So the right leg's down, the left leg's up. Now the hands can frame the hips. We're going to draw some circles with that left leg, 6 each way. And then we're going to go the other way. It's shoulder blade down. There's no tension in your neck. 3, 4, 5. Now after 6, you're going to leave that leg in the air. You may decide that you want to leave it as a stretch, or that you want to come up, hold on to the big toe with their 2 fingers, lift up the right leg as well. Now you're in the ab crunch. Hold, good, reach, stretch. Inhale. And lower back down and take happy baby. Now both hands are in your feet are in your hands, and hold. 5, 4, 3, feels good. 2, and then one leg up and one leg hovers. Now you can switch the legs, so you're doing a modified hamstring stretch and ab crunch, ab move. But if you'd like to come up, it's a little harder, and we're going to take 10 more from here. 10, 9, 8, belly in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then rest your head, let your feet down, curl your spine up. Now hold. The hips are level, and if you want to add on, you can take your right leg and do 6 of these leg pulls. Point and flex. Now try to keep the hips level. Try to work that ankle. 3, 2, 1, and then let that foot down. You're going to realign in the hips if you need to. Left leg goes up, and then you're going to flex the foot, lower, point. Good. Way to go. The modification would be just keep your bridge. 2, 1, and then let your foot down. So now you're in bridge. Inhale, lower your spine down, and then for a moment, take your right ankle to your left thigh. Reach your hands through the window if you can, and add a little movement. This is a hip opener. If you want to add on your feet moving and ankles getting a little mobility, go for it. 10, 2, good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, here we go. Other side, ankle to thigh. Reach your hands through, and you might add a little movement with your foot or your ankles, or even rocking in the low back. Your exhales are a great chance to relax tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Let those legs up. Now they're going to be glued together. You can imagine you have a ribbon between them. Put your hands on the floor like a frame. Draw a circle with your glued together legs. When you get back to vertical, go the other way. So it's clockwise and then counterclockwise. You want to keep your shoulder blades down so you feel some abdominal tone. And we're doing 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, hug the legs in just a little bit. And then we're going to take a bicycle ride with with the legs. So the first is just a bicycle movement, like a circle, not the crisscross bicycle, but a circle. The further you take your feet from your chest, the harder it is. And if you would like it a little harder, you can come up with me, and the arms can make it harder if you cross them. Hi, Betty. Hi, girl. 3. Good. Take 2 more. We're getting ready to be doing a swan here after this. So good timing. Now, when you're ready, come up. Perfect. Now, if you would like a sip, grab a sip. And then I'm going to take this off, and we're going to do some belly down swan. So I will meet you in belly down swan. All right. I'm going to take your belly down. Oh, my wires everywhere. Hands are going to assist. So on this one, your legs are long. Your hands are going to assist, so they're hovering at this point. You go up, and then when you're ready, if you would like, put your hands on the floor or the arc or the roller. Hold here for a bit. Let's enjoy. Good, Jean. Elbows point down, and looks great. Oh, I love seeing these on you guys. This looks really good. Inhale, and then lower down. And when you don't need your hands, you are letting them go away. Now get ready, come up, press, and hold. Big upper back stretch. Elbows point towards the floor. Nice. Neck is long. Good, Jean. That was a good correction. 5, 4, 3, lower, and I like how you're letting your breath go to your upper back. So here we go. Come inhale, lift without your hands, then let your hands assist you if you're adding on. Shoulders are down, elbows point down. Breathe, upper back gets that breath. 9, yep, neck is easy. 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale to lower. Nice job. Now make sure you have enough space. We're going to do a little breaststroke here. So your arms are going to be in a circle, and it can be as big as your space allows or your shoulder mobility allows. Now when you are ready, you're going to be adding an extension. So your back does lift with the circle. Good. You're going to lift as if you're coming up for air. Now the next add-on is a flutter kick with your legs. This is hamstrings and glutes. So now keep it going. Go up. Go up. Inhale. One more. And then either take a child pose or a down dog, and it's up to you. But if you're doing a down dog, you can have a challenge to do it from here and press back nice and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale, and then exhale. Now we're going to shift back, and if you're in the down dog, you can shift and lower yourself down. Now the hands are beside your hips, so you're not using them on this one. You're lifting up your back, but you're not using your hands. Now you can lift your toes and your knees if you would like. Now try to let the inhale lift you higher. Feel the back of your shoulders helping you. Feel the retractors of the scapula helping you. And then recover. And then come up and breathe. Lower down. We're going to do that one more time, guys. Inhale, come up. Now the next possibility is that you put your hands interlaced or resting on your lumbar spine, but if that doesn't work out, just leave them beside your hips and then do the same thing you did. Otherwise, come up. Beautiful. Yep, ride that wave of your breath. Recover for a moment, and if you're switching hands positions, you can do that. So let's say the right pinky's on the outside, then the left one would be. Otherwise, just let your hands be beside your hips. Here we go. Come up. A little harder shoulder stretch would be palms press each other. Stretching, up, lifting. Good, you're doing great. Yep, head looks good, Cole. Good, Michelle. Everybody's good. Good, Polly. Inhale. Yep, and this is a little windshield wipe recovery. Let your knees bend, but then sway them free form left and right. Awesome. And then we're going to do the bow pose as a possibility. Now, you know you can do any of those other ones we already did, but if you would like, grab one hand to one foot, and come up. Dhanurasana. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, there you go, 8, 9. You can recover and do it again or grab your other foot. Here we go, come up. 10. You're balanced, looking good. 8. 5. Here you go. Yep, just do what you can. 4. Inhale. And then exhale and push back either child's pose or down dog. If you want to challenge, push back from the belly all the way to down dog. And then shift your weight and lower yourself back down to your belly. We're going to do a little bit of hamstring glute strengthening. And I touch these muscles because they're so important for the back. Now your hands can be a pillow for your head. Lengthen one leg up all by itself and then lift the other leg up high by itself. You want to feel like you're pivoting off your ASIS bone, your hip bone, but you're not rocking or unstable. So the hips are Velcroed to the mat, but you're lifting up one leg high and then lifting up the other leg high. And we're going to add on, if you would like, you lift up your feet and then you tap them together horizontally. So they're parallel to the floor. Yep, tap about 20 times. And then we're going to be adding a flutter kick. So now it's a vertical flutter for about 20. Now get ready, you're going to do a child pose or you're going to do a down dog. And if you want that challenge from here, your down dog is a push all the way back. And hold 10. Inhale. And then exhale. Now we're going to go into a forearm plank. Grab a sip if you would like. And we're going to do a forearm plank. And if you need to be off your toes, like let's say you have some foot issue going on, you can always use the foam roller on your shin side. So your elbows are down and you're in a plank, and hold. Everybody looks good. Yep, feel that belly get strong. Inhale, and then if you can, just flip over to one side and hold. So if not, you need to rest, that's fine. Good, 10. Now if you can, pass through front plank and go to your other side plank and do 10. Hold. And then come back into a front plank. Now this time with your front plank, imagine you're pulling your elbows to your toes and your toes to your elbows. It's called an isometric plank. Nothing really changes, but it's an inner contraction that's a little bit more challenging. 10. All right, now this is a counter pose, Sphinx or Swan, so either elbows or hands. Stretch out those abs that feel like they got a little bit more work. Good, Jean. Yeah, a big exhale will let it all go. Inhale. Yeah, it's like a way to release tension when you give yourself that exhale. Now we're going to turn to the side, and you're going to be on the elbow, and if you can, you're on your feet. Now you're going to lift up. We'll take this arm up, and we're going to thread the needle. Now we're going to do 6 of these, but I want you to, if you feel like you can go further back and stretch. And 2, your hips are stable, but your arm and your torso are moving. 3, stretch back, good. 4, open, 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 strong legs. 5, stretch, and that stretch feel nice. 6, now I'm going to have us do the other side. I'm going to be facing you so that I can cue you, but you can certainly do the other side if you want. Once you set up, this arm could go behind you for a stretch, and exhale, and open, and exhale, inhale, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, and then exhale and lower down. Nice job. Take a moment to sit any way you want to. Open up those arms like the letter T. Go into a rotation. So you can sit any way you want to. The focus is that stretch. 10. And then go open and exhale. The focus is that stretch, rotation. Notice how your body continues to give in. Now we're going to inhale and come up. You can leave your hand on that knee if you want, or you could put it beside you. So you could be here, or you could be here. 10. Stretch that rib cage out. Those intercostals love to be malleable. The shoulder loves to stretch because it prevents rounded shoulders. Now inhale, come up. You could have your hand across or over. Now it's like you're going up and over. Ooh, is one side tighter? You can feel it. And please take permission, intuition to rotate. 10, 2, 3. Good. 4. Yeah, move that hand. That one feels good. 6, 7. Oh, 8, 9. Inhale. And then exhale and come up. Now we're going to lean back on the elbows or the forearms. You're going to be lifted up through your sternum. Take the legs to the left a bit, bring them in, and then take your legs to the right a bit. Now try to stay lifted in your sternum. Now just 4 more. 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Now I'm going to have us come up and do seated rack pose. So the arm goes up Now you're not heavy on your wrist, so you're very light on your hand, and then lift your upper back. Good, this is for the posture. 5. Elbows are soft, so if you know you hyperextend, make sure you're not. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now go back to the forearms. This is called hip circles. So elbow, elbow, bend the knees. Now a modified would be circle with the knees bent, circle with the knees bent. A little harder is the legs are longer, and we're going to do 6. So choose what you need. I'm going slow so that I don't feel toppled over in my upper body, because it's a long lever. Lift your hips. 4 more. If you need to bend the knees, just bend the knees. 3. Good. Feel your abs, keeping your ribs pulled down. 2. We got 1 more. And lift up through your sternum. 1. Now we're going to come back up. Good. Take 1 more rack posture. Go up, lift your heart. 5, and try to make it where it's, because if you've opened up, you might have the ability to go further. So try to make it to where it's still challenging. 5, it's still a good stretch. 4, good. Breath helps here. Breath into the upper back. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Grab a sip if you need it. We're going to be adding on a little bit of a trucker pull, I call it. So your elbow is underneath your shoulder, and you can start with side plank as your first modification, as your first move. Now that's all fine. If you can, add 5 of these elbow bends. We're going to do this in layers. That's plenty. Now if you want, add the knee. Don't do the arm yet. All right, now we're going to do those 2 layers on the other side. That way we're fresh when we come back and do the whole thing together. So your first option is a plank side, and then the add-on could be the movement. Now we're doing a little safe movement where you maintain stability everywhere else. Now you could add on the knees. This is where that gets harder. Now we're going to go to the other side. And then you choose what of those moves you're doing, or are you putting it all together in an elbow to knee movement, okay? You guys choose side plank, arm or knee, or both. 6, 5, 4, good. 3, keep that hip up. 2, 1. All right, lower that hip. Great, you get to choose. Remember those books, Choose Your Own Adventure? You get to choose your own adventure here, your own Pilates adventure. And we're going to do 6 and 6. Now 5. Yeah, belly pulls in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Very good. I want to give you an option here. So the option could be that you do this kind of move where it's like a can-can, or if you can do reverse plank with your hands in your wrist or reverse table, go for it. Hold 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, good. 6, everyone looks good. 7, 8, 9, and then lower your hips. I want to offer a little forearm hand stretch just to counterpose all that. The fingers come down, and the fingers come down. Nice. Now if you can, notice I'm going to not use my arms. You can sit like this. If you can't, don't worry about it. Sneak in a cow face. This is for posture. Yep. Inhale. Your jawline's parallel to the floor. Your elbows straight up if you can, not out here. Try the other one. One side maybe tighter. So if you have one side tighter and you want to hold it a second longer or so. So for example, my right arm's just a little bit tighter on the way back because it's the dominant arm. That's not uncommon. 10. Breath is big. Everybody's jaw looks parallel to the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll do 1 more here, which is prayer pose either here. This is your first layer, but I'm going to offer this one. Palms together, and they go up your back. So let me show you what I mean. Palms together, go up your back. 10. And then let that go. And then take a sip if you would like and go down to side lying movements. We're going to work those obliques just a little bit differently. All right, come here, microphone wire. Behave. Long arms underneath your ear, or bent arm underneath your ear. This is going to feel like your oblique, so if you're not sure, put your hand here. We're doing 20 of these moves. Also, you feel your hip here and your inner thigh here. Good. And then try to go a half an inch higher than your mind told you could, so you're pushing that limit. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay up. We'll go up with the top leg higher. Your foot's flat. Try to keep your bottom leg high off the floor. Try not to tense the neck. Try to keep that top leg high. Now the bottom leg's going to try to get there too. And feel your abs help you stabilize. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now belly down, and you're going to do 20 of those heel beats. So your hands are underneath your head. Lift up your legs, do 20 heel beats, tapping the toes. And then we're going to roll to the other side. I'm going to roll so that I can face you, but you are welcome to roll to the other side away from me. But your arm is your pillow. Lift up both legs so you have a double leg lift. 2, 3, 4. Belly in. 5. You should feel this working. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Good. Right here. 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, and then you'll stay up. Now the bottom leg's off the floor. Lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the bottom leg goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hot dog. Lie on your back for just a moment. Hug the legs in for just a moment. Take the feet down and curl your spine up. Now you're in a bridge. You're going to try to maintain the hips being in the same place. Lift up your right leg and point your toes. Now drop your hips and lift up and down, and your modification would be just a bridge, 2 feet. Good. 4. Now same leg, but pulling those toes, or flex the toes. Yes, so dorsiflex. Now that foot comes down. You're going to point your left toes to the sky, plantar flexion. Do that bridge 5 times here. Go all the way down. Sometimes it's easy to not go to the floor, but go all the way down, all the way up. Now flex your foot, dorsiflex. Go down and up, so your toes are coming back towards your shin. 2, 3, go all the way down. 4, all the way up. 5. Now both feet down. Hug the hands to the inner ankles or inner feet and let your knees be wider. So you could call it supine Baddha Konasana, so Supta Baddha Konasana, or supine cobbler. It's a little inner thigh stretch. I like to add the rock. 5. And then leave the left foot down and take the right leg so the thighs are parallel. Now, this could be your move. It could be a crunch, or you could climb a tree 3 times with that hand assisting on your leg. It's like you're a monkey and you're climbing a tree. Now, make it what you need though. Up. And then you could do 3 on the other side. Inhale. Up. 2. Nice. 3. Now the next one, the feet are both up, and you could come up, or you could do that normal abdominal crunch, or if you want it really hard, the legs hover above the floor and you come up. So just take 3 of your choice. 2. Good. And then a full body stretch. Take that right knee over and do a knee down stretch after that full body stretch. So you're getting a spinal twist. Push, you can use your left hand to push that knee down. 10, Breathe fully. 9, 8, one of my favorite stretches. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now we're going to go to the other side. So your knee down stretch, your left knee goes across, your right hand holds the knee in place, your left arm opens up. Oh goodness, that feels so good. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take that inhale, and then exhale and come up. Hug your legs in. Woo. And then if you want to just kick up, you're welcome to. Kick up, grab a sip if you would like. And we're going to do a game of 21. And it's 21 planks in a row where you have good form. And if you need to modify, you can always do them on your knees and your forearms versus your hands and your toes. Another modification, if your foot hurts, your toe hurts, is to put the foam roller under there. Good job, Cole. So now we've got the first plank being the forearm one where both arms are down. So this is the 1. And then you're going to turn to a side plank, and this is the 2. And then you're going to turn to a front plank. This is 3. Turn to a side plank, this is the 4. Turn to a front plank, this is the 5. Open up, 6. Good. Front plank is 7. Make sure your head's pulling back. Forearm plank, 8. Front plank, 9. Head's pulling back. 10. You guys are doing great. Front plank, 11. Side plank, 12, front plank, 13, open up, 14, front plank, 15, side plank, 16, front, 17, 18, beautiful, 19, 20, and then 21. Now we're going to stretch it with a forearm or a swan, a forearm sphinx or a swan hands. Hold. And be sure to get full breath. I'd like to give us the 1-minute plank challenge. Youth test or functional fitness. So enjoy this stretch. Now I'm going to give us one more stretch before we go, which is a windshield wipe. So if you need a child's pose, so take it, Karen, go for it. I just want to give some release. You're breathing fully, and what you're doing is getting all your homeostasis, biological markers calm before we do this 1 minute. So I'm going to have us go in 5 seconds, so you can prepare by putting your toes down, getting your elbows ready. 3, 2, 1, 1 minute. All right, hang in there. And I know we can all do it because we do planks a lot. It's nice every now and then just to have an objectifiable number that you know, hey, I can do that minute plank. Nice. I love it. If by chance you do feel like you want a break, that's okay. Just come right back in when you can. Now we're almost at the 30. So right now we're at the 30-second mark. Good. Yep, neck is soft. Good, belly in. "15 seconds. All right, try 10. In 5, 3, and then 1. All right, come in, come into a child's pose any way you want to. I'm going to add the toe under if you would like. It's a little foot stretch. And I had a girl fall a few months ago, and she landed in her plank, and she said, I think I would have hurt myself if I hadn't been doing planks. So just know when all these exercises we're doing, they can help prevent an injury from being worse. So
stuff still happens, but it's good to be strong in case. I'm going to give us one called cat-cow, but I'm going to be doing this in layers. Polly, I have a feeling you might like it with your knuckles folded under. So if not, you can also use a beveled weight for your hands. Our forearms could be on a plank. There's all sorts of ways to modify. Now, if that is where you are going to be, stay. If you would like one more layer, then you're going to go to a down dog, up heel, lumbar, middle, upper back. So I want you to find which of these articulations you're going to do. Tuck, press back, lift, inhale, and tuck. Good. I want you to find and enjoy and thoroughly be in that moment. Wherever you go, go fully with your heart. Inhale and tuck. And drop the heel and lift. And breathe in and exhale. How about one more of those? Enjoy. Up. Nice. Really good. All right. Now I'm going to give us a hand massage move, which is a nice little carpal for circulation. So if you use your hands a lot, this one's nice. And then we'll do a prayer pose together where I'll tell you about the next one. So this one is going to be for the triceps. It's a push-up, but I want you to know you could do a forearm plank if you need to. So Paul, you might like that one. A wall push-up if you need to. A hands and knee push-up. A hands and knees stretched out, or a normal push-up. But somehow do 10, and it's a little stimulus for the wrist. So if somebody were to fall, they do have some bone density there where the muscles and the bones are like, oh yeah, we've been here. We're not fragile. So take your push-up about 10, but your more important goal is that they're safe for you. 1, good, there you go. 2, 3, 4. You'll feel like your abs are getting a tone here. 5, like a plank. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Great job. Let me give you one for the ulnar nerve. I don't know if any of you have had like a numb hands before, sort of nerve issues, but this is one that's helpful to keep the hands and the nerves, the ulnar nerve, healthy. Yeah, nice, cool. This is another one. You take your hands out, you try to pull your fingers under, and you pretend I'm behind you pulling your arms. Yep. So if you use your hands a lot, now flip them and pull your fingers towards each other. You got it. Nice. And then one down. So I've got the palm and one down. I've got the shoulders down. And then one forward. Good. One forward. Cross the arms. Interlace the fingers and let the bottom arm pull your knuckles back on the top arm. Don't worry if the rights and lefts get confusing. Do it both ways, it works. And then take the other hand on top, your bottom arm. Your top arm pulls your bottom arm into a stretch. Yeah, you should feel the forearm in the top of it. Nice job. And then take that out. Nice job. Shake it out and then have a seat. If you want, you can have your Dynaband nearby. We may be doing some stretching here in a minute, but we're going to sneak in a couple of roll downs, and I want you to feel like you can do a bridge if you need to modify. But if you're doing the roll down, inhale. We're going to do 3 of these. You fight gravity, and it's like your legs are glued to the floor. And then when you're down, your arms can go overhead, and then you inhale, and you exhale, you peel up. And it is just fine if you want to do your bridges instead and go over. And then inhale. Bridge is something you could do every day, by the way. And go down, inhale. And then exhale up. One more for that third one like this. Now the next one is called neck pull,
which is fingertips by your temples, and you come up. You can feel how that's harder, and then you go over, and then you stack your spine, and you hinge. And we're only doing 3 of these. Roll back, but we're doing 3 quality ones. Or you can always do a bridge or a stretch that your body needs, hinge. Main goal is to do wellness for this time. And exhale up. Sequence the spine and hinge. Good. And then take a full body stretch for just a moment. Now, this next one can be a few things. The first layer is the legs are up and the torso does a crunch. If you can, we're going to do the lower half, which is to lift your pubic bone towards your navel by using your abs, and that's the bottom half. And if you can, you put those together. 10. Do whatever variation you're doing today, and you can always do a hip stretch or a bridge instead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. And then turn on the side for a moment. We're going to lie down. If you prefer a harder variation, you can kind of prop up on your elbow. I'm going to give this leg, circles. And your abs right here, right where my hands are, should also be helping. This helps complement all the sagittal plane work that we do. It's also good to lubricate. This is a ball and socket joint, and it wants to be moved this way. We're going to be taking 10 the other way. You can pull your toes towards your shin so that you are working those shin muscles that are important to help prevent shuffling, and they help preserve balance. Now we're going to let this leg go here out of the way. It's passive. Try not to let it push. It's going to try to, but you don't want it to. Take the bottom leg and draw some circles. Keep going. I got to move my mic a little bit. 3, 4, belly in. 5, 6. Now flex, and then your foot, and go the other way. Circle. Try to feel your waist help you right before you lift your leg. Now we're going to be doing everything on the other side, so I'll meet you over there. You're going to take your arm like a pillow. If you're doing the harder variation, you're propped up. Draw circles with your top leg. Belly pulls in right in here. Good. 5. And then, of course, I always like to do something with the ankles because I don't want any of you guys to shuffle or to have a better chance at stability and balance. So we do work the ankles a lot. And then this leg is going to go in front, and it's passive. It's going to try to help, so you just tell it to relax. Sometimes I'll hit it to tell it, like, encourage release. And belly in. Neck soft. Flex. Nice job. Now I'm going to give us a layering of Mudrasana, because that's one of my favorite poses. You can do this on your forearm. I'm going to show you different ways. So here's one way, and then if you're up for it, here's another way, and if you keep going back, it's a little heel lift. So hold 10 of whatever you're doing. Stretch and lower your hip. Good. Isn't that one of your favorite poses too? Isn't it so nice? So side plank could be an option. Foot back could be an option. Hand, side, foot, and then even keep on going. Sometimes when you keep going, this is called wild thing in yoga, or half sphere if you're sort of here. 10.
Inhale.
And then exhale, lower. And if you want to take your props for a hamstring stretch, you can. Now, I'm going to show you a couple ways. One could be lying on the floor. One could be lying over a pillow, a yoga block, or a foam roller. Take one leg up and one leg down. Now, that means this one, even if you're on the floor, it's getting a psoas stretch. You can use a Pilates ring too. I think I just had this one band closer, so I grabbed it. A towel will do as well. Take that same leg across the midline a little bit. And go out to the side now. You can go as much as you'd like. It's a little inner thigh, inner hamstring, depending on how far you go. And then take the other. Now, this is a hamstring stretch on one leg and a hip flexor on the other. Breathe really low, so when you come in, the breath comes in the nose and you send it to the belly, to where the belly feels like a balloon expanding. The belly, and then the ribs get the breath, and then the upper chest get the breath. You can take the leg across the midline if you'd like. And then to the side, so it's like an inner hamstring, inner thigh. You can, any angle in there. And then slowly come out of there, and we're going to do a quad stretch. Now, one way to do a quad stretch, you can do it all sorts of ways, but one is just to take your hand to your foot. You can also lie on your foam roller and pull a foot underneath there. Betty, I think that's the one you like. And then on your back, so I'm just going to take a look. Good. There's a little ab cue here, so you pull your rib down a bit and you pull your pubic bone up. Let me make sure everybody looks good. Yep, that's a good one, Cole. Good, Karen. That a girl, that's it. Now that full breath. We're going to be taking the other side, so it depends on what you're doing. You might just roll over, or if you're on the roller, you can pull your other foot under, rib down, but breath low. So you're making sure your low back doesn't get more arched by trying to stretch your quad, yeah. And then when you're ready, we're going to take legs up on the wall, or you can just take a shavasana. So you can choose. whatever you'd like. This just is really nice on the vessels, especially if you're on your feet a lot. And let your eyes close or soften and breathe deeply, belly, rib, heart. And you can make a soft challenge of trying to get every single alveoli, every single lung cell, some breath. Does the breath feel equally on the right and left side of the diaphragm? Does the breath go equally into the right and left side of the rib cage? And does it go equally into the right and left side of the apex of the lungs or upper chest? Now, whenever you're ready, you can slowly come off your prop if you were on it, or lower your legs from the floor and come up to seated. And we'll do a little ear to shoulder. This is a neck stretch, so everything from the neck down is the same. In just your ear turns, you might choose to reach your arm down of the opposite side, and you might choose to let one hand help. Now, very subtle. It's like you're trying to smell a flower on your collar, but if you tilt diagonally, you'll get that levator scapula, and it tends to be a nemesis in neck pain or tightness. Then you'll come up to neutral, sort of establish everything's in a line, and then just the ear to shoulder, this arm can reach like you're trying to pick up something. This hand could help. Both shoulders are down. So sometimes I'll exaggerate the movement to make sure I'm in a relaxed state. So kind of lift and then lower, but see what works for you. That subtle addition we did was your chin heading a little diagonally, like you're trying to look down at the floor or smell a flower on your collar. Then when you come up, you're neutral. Both hands can come behind and you tuck the chin. Now your elbows could even go closer, which abducts your scapula. So the neck goes all the way down to the middle scapula. And then come back up. And I'm going to show you a delta brainwave activity. So if you're if you feel anxious or you feel like you're worried or you just want to heighten your creativity and heighten your level of peace, this is one way that your body creates delta brainwaves in just an easy trick. It's delta brainwaves increase in the brain, so really feel it. You can choose how hard or soft or fast you go. And this is called the havening technique. So that's one way that'll work. You'll often see people kind of do this naturally on their own when their body has figured out that calms them, just like rocking calms you. The next way is this. So one hand is, so you're crossing your arms. You start at your shoulders and you stroke down. You do pick up your hands to start at the top again. So you just stroke down. You lift up. And then you stroke down. So your hands are kind of contouring your arms. So now I'm just going to let you feel a few without me verbalizing. And the last one, those are two, and then the last one is fingertips over your eyes, under your eyes, out to your temples and down. When you get to the center of your chin, you'll pick your hands back up, over your eyes, under your eyes, temples, jawline, chin. Over your eyes, under your eyes. Now try to do it, and I won't cue, so you get to feel it more than try to do my cue. And then we'll just do a couple of the hands. This works, or you can do it over. So just notice how you feel. That is, the whole thing is called the havening technique. Those three moves will increase the delta brainwave activities. You can use them when you just want to up-level the place that you are, or if you feel like you're having a little wobble and you want to come back to a calmer place.
So we'll take a moment to set an intention. Today I'm going to stay closely connected to that peaceful, calm place where I'm highly creative and in alignment. Anytime I start to feel a wobble, I know I have so many techniques: breathing, stretching, breath, fresh air, go for a run. Whatever I need to do, I can do those things that help soothe me. Now I have one more tool in my toolbox. With so much appreciation, thank you guys so much. Bye. I will send a reminder, but Monday I don't have class, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, yes. I'll be shooting a rifle